Hello, my crafty friends. It's Jackie Ballhays from Clump Stampers. I have a really cool fun fold for you, and it's easy. Surprise! Everything I do is easy. So we are going to make a fun fold card. I'm going to give you all the measurements so that you can make a template so that you can use it over and over. So we have a fun fold template, and then I'll share an idea with you. I think you're going to like this one. Let's flip the camera down and let's get crafting. Before we dive into today's project, I just want to share really quick with you the brand new Stampin' Up! Catalog that just released. For those of you that haven't heard, Stampin' Up! Is doing their catalogs a little bit different, and I'm so excited. It is a 4-month catalog, so this is good May through August, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The other thing they did, it's like they listened to us, you guys and us, because they reorganized it, and I absolutely love it. It is so much easier to find products. We have all the suites at the beginning, and it shows all the different products of the suites, but then it also shows just the bundles. And as we keep going, we get just the stamp sets, and then in the back, look at this, all the dies, all the punches, all the designer series paper, back to how things used to be. It is an amazing catalog with amazing products. Now, I will link in the blog post that goes with this video the digital catalog that you can download. So you can flip through it on your computer or iPad or whatever. Or if you would like a copy of a catalog, if you are not a customer of mine, I'll have the link to order one. Or if you are a customer of mine and you place an order, I'd be happy to send you one. All those details will be over on the blog post, along with all kinds of other things. So you're going to want to go check that out. Now, let's just dive in to what we're making. Actually, I should flip back to the suite because this was the very first suite that I purchased. I loved these products, the stamps, the dies, the paper, everything about it. So today we are going to make a fun fold card, and we're going to go ahead and look at it first. Okay, it's very simple. It's a great fun fold that you can make with any stamps, paper, and ink. I would encourage you to start by making a template and keep it with all your templates, and then you can use it anytime. Now, speaking of templates, this card, this exact same one, is part of this month's Creativity Made Simple online class. We've been doing these classes for a long time now, and each one has a technique, has a fun fold, and has a template. Now again, over on that blog post, I'll share with you pictures of the technique and the template, as well as pictures of the fun fold that I'm going to make for you today. So let's just dive right in, and we are going to do the fun fold part, and then we will make our focal layer. So we are starting with our card base. That's 5.5 by 7 3/4. So it's a little bit different than normal. And we're going to start by, on the right side, we're going to score it at 1 inch. And then we're going to come over to the left side, and we're going to score that one at 2.5 inches. So let's do that, and then we can get our trimmer out of the way. And then I always like to use my bone folder, so we'll fold in that right side and then fold in our left side. So this is the beginning of it. Now, to complete our card base, we're actually going to use a piece of designer series paper. Now this piece is 4 by 5.25, and I am going to glue it underneath this front little flap. Okay, so that will complete our card fold here. Easiest way to do that is put adhesive on the flap itself, stick the designer series paper in, move it right over to that fold, make sure it's nice and even top and bottom, and then fold this down and adhere it. Now, if you wanted to, this piece absolutely could be a piece of cardstock as well. So like a coordinating color or something on there would be really pretty as well. So there is our card base. Now let's start decorating it. So we're going to start with another piece of designer series paper. This is actually the back side of what I use there, which when you open it, you see that as well. And this is 5.25 by 3/4. 5.25 by 3/4. And we're going to stick that right on there. Notice this pretty golden color. This is one of the new colors this year. Golden Glow, I believe is what it's called. I'm telling you, the older I get, the harder it is to remember all the names. Now, for this panel, again, we could put a piece of designer series paper, cardstock, whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to emboss a piece of white. And this is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And this is using, sorry, I don't want to get that light in there, the new Fern Flora designer or embossing folder. Now notice these ferns kind of go up and down that way, or if you put it this way, it's a little bit more sideways. So with folders like this, I like to kind of look at it with my paper and what do I want to pick up on this? And I kind of want them coming up and down. So I put that where I want it, close it up, and I'm going to run this through the cut and emboss machine and I'll be right back. Now, just a quick reminder, with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, platform has our numbers on it. With the 3D embossing folders, you need to use your platform, put your cardstock inside of your die or your embossing folder, run it through with the fold part first, and then you need the number 4 specialty plate. That's how you make your sandwich. Now, if you don't use the Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss machine, I know a lot of you still have the Big Shot. It would be the same thing, your basic platform, but you do need the specialty plate. This specialty plate is the same as that blue color specialty plate that they sold way back when they still had the Big Shot. So there's a couple of tips for embossing folders. Let's pop that out. Look at how pretty that is. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but this folder is stunning. And then let's go ahead, put some adhesive on there and stick that right on there. So now we have our card base done. So the next thing we want to do is build our focal layer that's going to be on that. So let's go ahead. I just have a couple of scraps here of basic white, and we're going to stamp a couple of the images. I think these are big enough. Ooh, is that going to make it? Just barely. Oh, we don't need that one. And then we need the fern as well. These are a couple images in that coordinating stamp set, Fern and Flora. And I just stamped them with Secret C. This is my favorite ink. I call this my black. Secret C is the new black. But it's great for basic stamping, but it also works really good when you're coloring with Stampin' Blends, which is what I'm going to do with these. Now, to make everything coordinate here, we're going to use the Golden Glow. Is that what do you say? Yeah, Golden Glow. And we're going to color all the flowers with it. I have the light here, and these images are so small. You really don't need to do a whole lot of blending or shading. What I like to do is we're just putting the light on all the flowers, and then I'm going to come and add just a teeny tiny bit of the dark to try to get just a little bit of shading or depth to it. Don't forget all these little buds. And then when I come in with my dark, I'm going to just kind of put some in the middle. We can kind of bring it out here, okay, like that. And then maybe just a little bit along some of the edges. I'm not getting all crazy. Just a little bit, show some dimension to it. And then the leaves are pretty small, so I am using, this is the new Peaceful Pine, and I'm just using the light because it's a pretty dark color. The dark shade of this will be really nice for bigger images where you're shading them, but I think for such small things, just the light is ample. Notice how I'm using the bullet tip. I know a lot of people prefer the brush ends. I prefer the bullet tip. I rarely, unless it's a really, really big image, use that brush side. But that's just me, whatever works best for you. So there's that one. Now this fern, these are really small. So I found to color this, you want to use that bullet tip, but you also want a really light touch. And I'm just kind of drawing a line down each one, especially the really narrow ones, because if you press very hard, then it's a wider line you're getting. So just do little dabs. Went out just a little bit, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm going fast, so I'm probably going out of the lines more than I do when I go slow. But that's what makes it handmade. We don't have to be perfect, right? Okay. Now we have those colored, so we're gonna go ahead and grab the 2 dies and go die cut these, and I'll be right back. So I'm just full of tips today. I want to show you to hold my dies in place, especially when they're little like this and they want to jump around. I use Post-it note tape. I've had this for quite a while, and I lay it down there, get it where I want it, and then I just put a piece of this tape over it. It peels off really easy. And then these pieces, I can probably use this about 10 times. After I use it, I actually just stick it onto the top of my machine until it's lost all the stick from it. But that helps you hold those dies in place when you're die cutting. So we're full of tips today, right? Okay, I have pre-cut out a die and a circle here and a label. This is from Stylish Shapes Dies, and it's about a 2.5 incher, I think. Now for this, I used two-tone. This is my new favorite cardstock. I've been using a lot of two-tone. I've probably made, oh my goodness, 20 different cards using this bundle already. And I've used a lot of two-tone cardstock. I purchased the two-tone multi-pack that has the colors that coordinate with the designer series paper. And I keep it right with my paper so I know I have the colors I need to coordinate. But I love how you can get the two different shades that go together so beautifully. It's like, two colors in one, kind of like with getting the Stampin' Blends. Now, we're gonna go ahead and use some sentiments. This label, oh, I got ink on me. These sentiments are from that Fern and Floral. And we're gonna go ahead and stamp that right in the center. Now I usually do stamp and then die cut first, but I wanted to get the die cutting done. So thankful for you. That's on the light side of the golden glow. And then we're going to go ahead and use the dark side to put our card together. So what I want to do, lay this on here first. That's kind of how I want to lay it out. So we'll grab some dimensionals. And what I'm going to do is put one at each end here, almost to the end, because we got to make sure it's going to fit on our circle. And we're going to stick that, try to just get it even left to right. And then I can go ahead and stick a couple of dimensionals on the back of our cutout flower. Okay, and we'll stick that one right there. Let's see. Ooh, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna move that, take that one off the top and just put a little piece. I didn't want it sticking out over the top because we don't want it to stick to anything. So I'm using one of these little half pieces, and we're gonna actually put that right there on the cardstock to make sure it all fits. There we go. Now this one we're gonna stick down in here, and let's just glue this one flat. Now again, I don't want to put any adhesive way at the top because we don't want it sticking out. There we go. So there's our focal point for our card. And bring our card back, and we're going to adhere this over the opening. Okay, that's what makes, part of our fun fold. Now notice we want to make sure we only have adhesive on this left side. Let's see, and I'm going to use dimensionals because why not? We use dimensionals for everything, right? And we'll stick those on there. And I mean, it doesn't have to be centered over the middle. We're just going to do that. Now the fun thing about this fun fold is you can make your focal image whatever shape you want. Whatever shape, whatever size. That's just the focal image to our base for our card. So there's that. Now we need to put a piece in the center, so we'll do a 4 by 5 1/4 and take another one of these sentiments. You make the world a better place. And we'll go ahead and stick this. Now, as soon as we're done with this one, I'll show you a couple other cards that I made with this fun fold. Because remember, any stamps, paper, or ink, this is a great fun fold for. So there is our card, all done. Now let me grab the other samples. Now remember, any stamps, paper, and ink will work with this fun fold. Now let's bring in my first one I made. You can see the difference here because I used a square. Any shape, any size for that focal layer. I did add a little extra piece of designer series paper in the inside. Now, this is the one that has all the step-by-step directions in the Creativity Made Simple tutorial this month that you can get for free when you place a $50 order with me. Otherwise, we do have it available to purchase. And with that tutorial, I also go through a video that shows you how to make a template. So you could certainly do it. I gave you all the measurements as we made it to make your own template. Otherwise, remember that tutorial has a fun fold, a card template, plus a technique, and you'll get all the details on the blog post along with pictures of these. Now, here's another one I made with some new product. This is the first card I made with it, but look at how pretty. I don't know if you can see, there is shine. There's like a shimmer to this paper where the reflection is. It is so pretty. And again, very simple stamping, okay, but using that fun fold idea. And then here's a couple. These are older products that are now retired, but this was back when I first designed this card, actually for a Creative 8 retreat. Now notice there's a pocket here. So this piece is just a little bit bigger so you can stick a gift card in there. And then here is another one with that breast cancer set that was, gosh, last year sometime. So just to show you any stamps, paper, and ink, I hope you love this fun fold. Make your template so you can use it over and over. And don't forget to go over to the website, the blog post that's linked in the video, to get all the information on the tutorial to keep you crafting for the whole entire month. So thanks for watching, friends. Make sure to subscribe and share my video. Your support is what allows me to continue to do quick and easy card making videos. So we'll be stamping again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.